say people that they protest against the investigation when they investigate against former president and Ibrahim. The entire people of Makeni Chong say not for happy. More or less and
As I talk to them now, this is William of Staggered Movement. The CID authorities just arrived right now. You go see people that they sing, and then these all reach at the compound, and then they're about to enter the compound right now. You go see APCians then they outside the compound of His Excellency, former President Dr. Ibrahim and Os. Yes, people are jubilate. They give the young stance.
Some of them, these were our brothers and sisters in Makeni. Right? To me, anybody who me they show this video to around the world, and they feel so ashamed to see this kind of thing going on in the country. And they shame bad. This protest in Makeni was uncalled for. It projects the people that are Makeni as if they're not sabi anything, they're not sabi nothing. As if they don't know what democracy is. As if they don't know what governance is. And would they blame for all of this? Now, Anes Kroma and the leadership of the APC. Because Anes Kroma still wants to remain relevant. He still go with this idea, say, in his head, he is the president of Sierra Leone. You know, me family them, I like way some of we able for find ourselves in the developed countries. Because you see, when in human development, where you don't, that chronological age, where you don't reach 70, the way where you think now, your mental capability, they begin to slow down, they begin to go down, and not to be the same as somebody where they inside in 30s, in 40s, and even in 50s. Once now make way you dey inside job, where you don't reach 65, plenty side the way advanced na the world that they make you retire. And when you don't, they don't try to say they don't push out to 70, but when you don't reach 70, finally now that they begin call you senior citizen. And when we look at the life expectancy in Sierra Leone, the conditions the way then they born we inside of the country, the conditions that we they grow up in, and the conditions that we they in when we are adults. The conditions are so bad that when you don't, God don't make you don't stay alive till you don't reach 70 years. Your performance, they become so unbelievable. You know, they think right anymore. You they get these grandiose, they call them grandiose ideas. You they feel big now your head. Plenty things the way they do, they out of place. But you see, now advanced country, they get their side, they will say they go, whether they do what they call psychiatric assessment. That they do an assessment on your whole body, especially when you want for lead people there. Then they do an assessment on you for know your mental capability, for know if you are still fit mentally for able for lead people then. That don't mean say you crazy, but that judgment where you make, critical thinking, critical judgment. They want to know if you fit for able for lead people. Unfortunately, we don't have that in Sierra Leone. So sometimes when I see the way that with brother they behave, are they attributed to some of these things that we don't have in our country? Because, Anes by Kruma, what point are you trying to make by allowing the whole people that are marketing for countdown at the street, begin at this, begin at that? If you don't easily go to a radio station, tell them, say, I don't want nobody in the streets. Then one day they say a question they get for me, then they can't ask me question. When they ask me, I go make una know. Period. You for don't slow that whole thing down. But you want to make, like I say, you are so important that people that for jump on the street, and when you be they live this large life, even the one compound where you be in a Makeni, not so for the people that of Makeni you build that compound, now for you one. And when you go to that compound, now one great chair is sit up, or now the side of the bed is the lay down. All them people here where they jump on this street, where they try for demonstrate, what did you do for them specifically? After all that come away, then come on cancel. Some of them, when they go back to the house, they don't even get food for it for that day. They don't. So you are taking advantage of the ignorance and poverty of our people for me to do this stupid stuff the way they do. That's what you are doing. You are taking advantage of their ignorance. Because this not because now only question that they can ask you. At the end of the day, when the man they can ask you the question, when the CID then come, the gate lock, they open them, just the two motorcar and go inside, the CID then you and they sit down, they ask you question, you answer the question, then come out and go back. They, you know, like, wait, why were the people supposed to be there? Oh, Sierra Leone, man, I cannot understand this. So you see, my family, these are some of the things we talk about, and people that talk say we're not SIPP station. Because this is, to me, this is dumb. This not make any sense to me. Why the people are already suffering, would you want to do anything for let you bring more suffering on them? And as by Nkrumah, you are no longer the president of Sierra Leone. APC is no longer the ruling party of the country. And there is nobody after God Almighty in Sierra Leone government. You cannot challenge government. If it means well for your people, you're not for they do things that way go make you people that suffer more. Because when you challenge government, all the one that will be on the treaty, war. You cannot challenge government. But anyway, so at the end of the day, what did they achieve there? Nothing. Because now no, it's no more than come on make. What points are you trying to make? Like when the commission of inquiry, let us assume say they talk say and it's by command for stand before that commission of inquiry and ask some questions. And it's by command not get the mind for talk say you know they appear there. And if you say let us assume say talk say you know they go. You think say the governor who can't get him, if they want to forget him, they will come and grab him and take him to the commission. And they're going for shut the whole McKinney down. Nobody know the commoner do. You cannot challenge government. I mean, think about Charles Taylor. No rebel leader not been there in West Africa will be ruthless past Charles Taylor. He sabi bukte, he sabi speak English. He get the most weapons, ammunitions. When they ready for catch him, who said they catch him? Not to hide, not to between Nigeria and Cameroon border, not to do they catch him. It is right for hide. Musa is done today. Think about it. So all this nonsense stuff that what they go and do in our country, it's not necessary, it's not called for. So now I make again respect for Victor for big time. Even though we know say he was part of the problem, but this approach where you don't take rights now, I did with him on that approach. Right? So let's continue.